Hi everybody, it's Tiffany with Ready Set Crop. Getting ready to do a live process video with you tonight on this Monday night. A little earlier than usual, but I have a FaceTime with friends at 8 o'clock. So I'm like, oh, I'll make this happen. I'll do something a little bit earlier because I was feeling in a crafty mood today and really wanted to get another layout done in my album. So thanks for joining me. As always, if you're not able to join my lives, you can always check the video section, and I always leave the videos up there so you can watch the replay anytime at your convenience. So let's get started. I am still working in the silver and gold collection. I did a live last Thursday, I did one last night, and then tonight. What I typically do when I get a collection is I grab an index card and I write the name of the collection and I write Crush a Kit, and then I keep track of all the layouts that I do within that kit, because I just like to look at it and go, oh wow, I did 5 layouts with this collection, or I did 2, or I did 10, whatever the case may be. So just something that I keep in my project folder. So that was there, just wanted to show you that. I'm using the shades of silver and gold. That's what I've been using the last couple of days. So I'm still kind of working on that. I like to use a collection for a few layouts and just kind of leave it on my desk, and then I can make good use of all the scraps as I create them. Tonight I'm using this paper, which is black with these gold lines on them, and it's kind of, it reminds me of like chicken feet for some reason. That's what I'm thinking of. And then the other side is this white with silver dots. And so I'm going to be using this as my background. These are the photos that I am using. This was the Best 9 app. I do this every year. You connect it with your Instagram account, and then it tells you your top 9 photos of the year. Now, I don't care about the number of likes or anything like that. It's just sort of like a highlight reel for me of what happened in 2022. So this will be the last page in my album for 2022. It doesn't mean all of 22 is completed, but this will be the final page in the album. So these are the pictures that I'm using. I'm going to be matting them on this paper here. And then I've grabbed some stickers. I've got the border stickers that I'm definitely going to use, and I have the gold foil letters. I'm going to be using the numbers to number my photos. And then I'm also going to use a 6x12 peekaboo pocket, and I'll show you that when we get to that part. So I'm going to set this stuff aside because the first thing I want to do is cut a jumbo circle. Hey Michelle, you got dinner going or not yet? I know mine is, my Instant Pot is going right now, so I will have steak tips ready for me when I get upstairs, which I am excited about. Hi Gail. Happy Monday. If any of you had today off, I hope you enjoyed yourself. I got a lot of stuff done around the house, which is good. I went and did some grocery shopping. Went to Walmart, browsed their art supply section and grabbed a few things. I'm just checking to see which circle I want to do. I think I'm going to do the red, which is the one that stays closest to the outside. So I'm going to be cutting the outside circle. I'm going to turn this so I can see what I'm doing. I'm going to cut the biggest circle that I can. So that's why, so I'm going to put these 2 feet into the groove on the outside. I'm going to start in the middle because I need to cut to the edge. This is a 6x12 piece of paper. I cut it in half because I used the other piece for something earlier. So I'm just doing a half circle. This is probably my second most used tool in my arsenal, is the jumbo circle. I love putting a big jumbo circle on a layout. So I do it pretty regularly. So I am going to attach this over here. Oops, like that. Grab my adhesive. Oh good, you placed your order today, Gail. That's exciting. Always nice to treat yourself to some new supplies. especially this time of year when you're ready to the holidays are over and you're ready to get back into it and give yourself some time to work on projects. Always feels like a nice treat. All right, so there's the basic part of my layout. Now I'm going to trim these photos. So this was, I just screen grabbed the collage that the app made for me with my top 9 photos. And then I printed it as an 8x10. And then, so it gave me this block of 9 photos. But I'm going to cut these up so they're kind of like photo booth strips. And I do a layout like this pretty much every year. Like I said, it's sort of a highlight reel. I'm going to trim all the extra off of here as much as I can. So it's just the photos. So it's the top 9 most liked photos on my personal Instagram, but it's just a good way to see, like, oh yeah, I forgot we did that thing, or you know, that was a really fun day, that was a cool picture, that kind of thing. And it's a good way for me to wrap up the year in my scrapbook. And these are probably all things that I have done 12x12s of already, so it's okay that they're just little photos because it's just that highlight reel. So now I'm just going to trim the top and bottom off of these. Oh, you did get the power sleeves? Yeah, I ordered some myself. You know, I'm thinking they're like the project folders, but just a little bit more lightweight. I use the project folders a lot because I love to kind of keep all my collections together. Or I think the power sleeves would be great if you like to power scrap and kind of set all the things that you want to work on together, and then you're ready to go to a crop. All right, so I am going to mount these on this geometric silver background. This is a really busy background, but you're not going to see much of it at all because it's mostly going to be covered by my photos. A couple years ago, I did the best 9 by printing each one. And I did little 2x2s, and that was cute too. I just thought this would be pretty easy, and I actually had Walgreens sent me a code for a free 8x10, so it was kind of perfect timing to do that. Oops, that one went crooked. So it's funny, last night when I was doing my live, on my laptop, it kept flashing green. And so I wasn't sure if you guys were seeing that. And then I rewatched the live afterwards on my phone, and it was absolutely fine. And nobody said anything, so that cut crooked. I'm gonna redo that one. And so I switched laptops so I could try it on a different one tonight. It's still doing the same thing, so it must be something with my connection. So as long as you guys are seeing it okay on your end, that's good. On my end, it's like really flashy. Yeah, the Best 9 is a separate app, and so it just connects to your Instagram. I just do it once a year, and it will tell you what your top 9 photos of the year are. I suppose you could do it at any time of the year. It's just a fun way to sort of reminisce without actually scrolling through everything. So I've got my 9 photos here, and I still want them in the same order that they were when I printed them, but I'm just going to kind of overlap them a little bit. I'm not going to do any foam on this because I'm not doing a ton of embellishing on this layout. It's going to be pretty simple because there's a lot going on anyways. You can't get in to see me? Well, Angel, I'm sorry if you can't see me, but maybe on the replay you'll be able to see it. I don't know why that is happening. Oh, you know what? I forgot I wanted to use stickers. Let me grab my stickers because I wanted to do those first. So I'm going to pull this up quickly before it's too stuck down. I wanted to use these arrows because they're kind of thin. And I just want to put them in between the photos. I thought that would be kind of fun. So I'm going to, oh, that's really stuck. I'm going to trim them just along the point there. And just put them in between each one, just as kind of a fun extra embellishment. That's the first set. And there's 2 strips of these borders, so I have plenty of arrows. This one's a little shorter and these photos are a little shorter, so that one will work there. And it's, you know, not necessary, but it's just a way to kind of break up the photos a little bit and add a little bit of embellishing. And I like that it's kind of pointing to the next row. There's another layer. And then the last ones, one more set. Okay. All right, so there are my photos. Now I'm going to grab my number stickers, and this is from the brush script set that came out with Silver and Gold, and I am going to number all of the photos, and I'm just going to put them in a spot that doesn't compete with, you know, doesn't cover up a face or anything. And I'm just numbering them 1 to 9. Because I have my journaling typed up, and so the journaling is going to correspond to the different numbers on each photo. 7. So my photos are, number 1 is myself and my friend Janet, who's also a realtor, and she helped me buy my house in March. The second one is when we got our new couch and my son was home and helped me set up artwork on the wall. Number 3 is when we went to Red Apple Farm and saw Christmas lights. Number 4 is when Eliza and my sister and I did a pro-choice rally. Number 5 is a picture of Eliza that I did on June 1st for Pride Month. Number 6 is walking the rail trail, which I started doing last May. Number 7 is family game night, and we do this with my ex-husband, his girlfriend, her 3 kids, my 2 kids. We get together about once a month for family game night and dinner and all that. So we actually did it last night. Or Saturday night we had family game night. But this was our family game night in August before the kids went back to college. Number 8 was my cousin's 40th birthday at Fenway Park. And number 9 was Wesley's last soccer game of his college career. So pretty good ones that Best 9 picked as my highlights of the year. Obviously these were ones that, you know, everybody commented on the most, and so it makes a lot of sense. So I'm gonna put the 9 over here. I'm gonna move the 6 up here. Yeah, I think that's good. The numbers are spread out nicely. I'm happy with that. I'm going to add a little pen to this before I show you the next part because it needs some doodling. So I'm just grabbing my journal pen and doing the lines around the edge. Oh, thanks, Dora. Yeah, this is, I have been sitting with this collage for a couple of, well, since the new year, wondering how I was going to do this layout. So an idea popped in my head last night, and I thought, ooh, I can do that. So here's my, I'm going to move this one a little bit if I can. It's a little too even. Yeah, that's a little better. It's kind of lining up too much with that one. I don't know if I'm going to embellish at all. I might not, because I think this is kind of enough. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do next. So like I said, this is going to be the last page in my album. So I'm going to slide this in to my page protector. I use the top loading 12 by 12 pockets because I switch things around a lot. So that's what I like to use. I use the Creative Memories albums and the top loading pages. So earlier I took the other half of this 12 by 12 sheet. I cut it in half. I took a 6 by 12 sheet of this. I ran it through my typewriter and I typed out the journaling to correspond with all of these pictures. So now I'm going to pop this in. This is a 6 by 12 peekaboo pocket. Pop this in here. I'm obviously going to embellish this a bit too, but I just wanted to show you. So then it's going to go like this, right on here, and then it's going to open up like this. So then when it's in the album, you'll be able to look at this and see the journaling that corresponds with the circle. But then when it's closed, it's going to be like this. So before I put that in there, I am going to do some journaling, or some embellishing. So I have the rest of these arrows. I'm going to see what I have for pattern paper in my scraps over here, just to add a little something to this. So these photos, yeah, I think they're about 2.5 by 2.5. It all, you know, just printed on a big 8 by 10. When I did it, I think last year I did one and I just printed all of them as 2 by 2s. And those are really cute too. 3 by 3s are a little too big for the layout. So I'm going to use the rest of these arrows and pop them right on top of this pattern. Paper there. And just trim that. I don't really have anything else to say on here, so I don't need to leave any space for journaling or anything. And I have all these embellishments. I might add something on here. Not sure. What did I do with my pocket? All right. So now the other side, this is going to be where my title is. I want to spell out Best 9 with this one. And I'm going to use these giant foil letters that I bought at Dollar General. They were like $2.99 for all of these stickers. I am going to put them on here. So I think I'm going to do best 9, 23. And I am going to position them down towards the bottom right. Oh, it wasn't 23, it was 22. Woo! Let's see if these peel up, because these are really junky stickers. Sometimes they rip the paper when you try to peel them up. Come on. All right, got it. Let's see if I have another 2. I had 23 in my head, but oh, there is another 2. Good. Okay. Thanks, everybody. Yeah, you were like, oh, Tiffany, 2022. Thanks for noticing that. I wouldn't have noticed. It would have been in the album, and not that anyone would notice once it's in the album. All right. I know all the letters are here. I looked earlier, but I need a B. Next I need an E, because I'm just starting from the right hand side and building out. Best, oh, 9. It's hard to spell backwards, but I like these, how big and blocky these are. They definitely make a statement, as long as you use the correct date and the correct letters. So I won't be live at all the rest of this week, because Thursday I'm leaving for Disney. And I'm not sure when next week I'll be, back into this routine. But my hope is to continue this momentum and do a live at least twice a week. I really enjoy it, and it keeps me on track for my scrapbook. I noticed this past year I didn't do as many lives, and I'm way behind on layouts. Where the year before, I think 2021 I did 75 layouts, and 2022 I only did, I think, 53. So that's a big difference. And yeah, I am the kind of person that keeps track of that. I have a little clipboard, and it has every year on it, and I write down all the layouts I do, because I'm just that kind of person. I like lists. But this will be layout number 4 for 2023, so I'm off to a good start. Oh, you were there right after Christmas? Yeah, it's really fun doing the lives, and it gets me motivated to scrap more, and I love the chance to kind of chat with you guys, because it's like I'm not in the craft room by myself. I know that, oops, that B just ripped. I know that that's a little crooked, but I'm just gonna live with it, because these are not Creative Memory stickers. These are crappy Dollar General stickers, and so they don't have a lot of flexibility. Best 9. Okay. There's my very shiny, very gold title. I think I'll grab another, I don't have any more arrows, but I'll look and see if there's another border that I want to incorporate, and I might just run it along the side here. I think I'll do the hearts, and then I might find a way to incorporate those into the layout as well. Okay, so now I'm going to grab my Peekaboo pocket. This is a 6x12 pocket. They come in lots of different sizes. This package, when you buy the 6x12s, it's just all 6x12s. You get 6 of them. It's a great way if you have a lot of extra photos and you're not sure how you're going to get them on your layout, even if you're doing 2 pages and you have, you know, more than 2 pages of photos. It's a great way to get them on there. I'm just going to see which side this is on. I think that's how I want to do it. I can always move this around if I need to. I've got my journaling on this side and a little bit of embellishing. I'm going to peel this. It's got a sticky tab. Oh, Dora, I'm glad you're here, new to the lives, but yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a good way for me to connect with you guys and show you some techniques. All right, so I'm just lining that up there. Nice and sticky. So if you had extra photos, you could put them here, and then you can just open that up and you've got, you know, you could get 3 photos here, 3 photos here, and you could do 2 on each side, so then open it up like this and open this one on this side and you'd have a lot more photos. So like I said, I'm not sure if I will do any more. Oh, you know what? I did want to add just these hearts. I'm going to throw these hearts over here. Oops. Just to kind of mimic the ones on the front. I hope you're still with me. My connection is completely cut off, so I'm sorry if I lost you. Put those there. And I'm going to grab this Live Joyfully. And add that right there. I don't really need to do a lot else with this because it's a pretty busy layout. It has a lot going on. Like I said, this is the final layout in my 2022 album. I still have more pages to do, but this will be the last one in there. So it will be like this, Best 9, 22, and then it's just kind of the highlights of the year. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm gonna head upstairs and see how my Instant Pot is doing with my steak tips. And I will see you again next week. As soon as I figure out what day I'll be doing a live, I will post it, and just be sure to look for those videos, and I'll see you again soon. Bye everybody.